Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So, today's Halloween. You may hope that this is a trick of some sort. It's not, nor is it a treat. Although the Ohio GOP thinks it's a beautiful treat. It's not a beautiful treat. It's probably a tasteless treat because really, the Republican Party blew it again in the state of Ohio. We were hoping time and time again. This is your proposed map for the state of Ohio. You basically have this map, your proposed map, and obviously they're going to be voting on it today, allegedly. I'm not doing a video. I don't think I am, by the way. If it makes big news, maybe I will. But this is your map. They're going to vote on it, but this is obviously licking the heels of Democrats. Obviously, the Republican GOP had a very good, realistic, and opportunity to take District 13 and District 1. They decided not to do that. Why did they decide not to do that? Well, we have all these Republicans in Ohio that seem to be very concerned about making sure like they play by the rules, quote unquote. But really, there's nothing to play on. The voters of Ohio have voted last year to enact a new district map for Ohio. And this is what you come up with? The Ohio GOP. Now let's be real. Their logic is most likely, we don't want the Democrats to flee the state. We want to make sure that this map easily passes. If we give Democrats, we just take one seat away from Democrats, so leave the two other seats, that would be okay. No! If Democrats want to leave Ohio, let them leave. Let them leave. Let them delay it. Because they're doing it to themselves. The voters of Ohio voted for this. Period. They endorsed this. And because the Republicans in Ohio are just so dumb, so weak, they'll just bend over backward. They'll just we'll just take one seat. No, this seat was going red regardless, people. I don't understand what the logic is. Yeah, for sure now Mary Kaptur isn't going to win re-election. Absolutely. She's not going to win re-election. But she wasn't even good. Let's be honest. She has hit her ceiling. She can't afford to lose any more votes this coming midterm. She knows this. You'll see. House of Representatives? Look at this. This was a Kaptur .63. What was the rightward trend, you may ask? Well, let's compare. Look at 12.6 to the right. Therefore, and then again, she may hope, hopefully I get more in the midterms. Well, here's the thing. You have disastrous midterm results for the Democratic Party in the year 2022 in the state of Ohio. You had Roe v. Wade in a state that Roe v. Wade was really up in the air. No one knew if Ohio would enact an abortion ban, and no Democrat, very little Democrats came out to make sure that Roe v. Wade was protected in Ohio, or abortion was protected in Ohio. None of them did that. None of them. So, Mary Kaptur, she only has to hope that there's a higher midterm increase in Ohio, and I don't think there will be. There won't be. Maybe there will be for Donald Trump. That still won't be enough for her to win. She has hit her ceiling. What was her performance? This was a 12.6 net loss. Comparing it to 2020, a 25.5 net loss for Mary Kaptur. She is dropping so fast that she's now holding on to not even 1 point. She is going to lose by like 4 points, guys, with this map, this district. Now, with the map enacted, this map likely going to be passed. It's inevitable. She might as well not run for re-election. Besides, it doesn't matter if you're experienced. Let's be real. You're losing ground. Look at this. 2022, 13.3, boom. 0.63%. She is going to lose. She's losing. And this is what, and you just basically redrew the district that we're going to win anyway. We were going to win this district because the math matches it. This spells doomsday for Mary Kaptur, and if Mary Kaptur is smart, she shouldn't run for re-election. Ideally and realistically, if you wanted to leave a district for Democrats, it would be this. Because ideally, we would win this district anyway. But instead, you leave Emilia Sykes district. District 13. Are you kidding me? The same jagged borders. Are you kidding me? Out of everything, it's probably more Democrat. District 13. This is ridiculous. And no, they'll say, oh, well, we added District 13. Well, really, District 13 starts here and ends down here. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You are given the opportunity for free. You know all this gerrymandering stuff in Texas and in Missouri and in Indiana and in North Carolina. That's not free. That's not free. We pay the price for that. Dude, Democrat outrage. And you know, they're probably outraging. We haven't heard much about Ohio because Democrats have no room to cry about it. Because voters endorsed it. Voters said, yes, we can redistrict. This was the first state that we were committed to redistricting. And this is what you pull off. You pull off this ugly map. District 1, you act like you can't gerrymander District 1. What does District 1 even look like? Look. 7.1% to the right for Chabot. 51.80%. That is District 1. That is the district holding Cincinnati. And it's over 5 points to the right. Don't act like you don't understand how to redo District 1. You did that. These Republicans are doing this on purpose, folks. They're doing this on purpose. Oh, well, it's light blue. I don't care if it's light blue. This is more darker red than light red. And you'd expect District 1 to be more liberal? Nope, it's 7.1% Republican back in 2020. This is a Republican district. This is ridiculous. These people are disgraceful. All you gotta do is reenact the borders, and maybe you can't bring back the former borders for some stupid reason. There's other ways to cheat out the map. Like maybe take this area and go up here. Just saying. There are other ways. Other ways. But hey, you know, there's a pattern we are noticing in these Midwest states. These Republicans in these Midwest states, they're so weak. Folks, I know we are expecting a pretty good Indiana map. Don't put your chances on it. In fact, the realistic expectation is most likely that we take District 1 barely. We take District 1 barely. We gerrymander District 1 barely, even though you have obvious way to gerrymander it. Let's be honest, these Republicans cannot fool us. They cannot fool us. We know what they're trying to do. They are trying to play patty cake with the Democrats. They know they don't want to cause trouble. They really care about their paychecks and nothing else. So they decide to rip us off. I'm not from Ohio, but I have a lot of people on this channel that are from Ohio. And they elect these people to 2 terms, 4 years, 2 years, whatever, it's to the legislature to come up with a bogus map. Seriously, because it's never about us. Never. These politicians will sit here and tell you, it's all about you, we're fighting for you. No, they're not. No. We take away their paycheck. It's a completely different attitude. Completely different attitude. This is stupid. Absolutely ridiculous. Are you kidding me? So I'm going to read a little bit about this and see where we are when it comes to this, because ABC is coming out here and they're also upset because for some stupid reason, I can't accuse ABC of anything unless I read the article and see actually what they're saying. But I hope they're not actually coming out here and saying that this redistricting is undemocratic, because it started with democracy, right? It started with the democratic process. We had a ballot measure. They approved it, the voters. And now we're fulfilling the voters' agenda. So let's actually go ahead and read this article. Newly proposed congressional maps for Ohio's redistricting are out, showing the Democrats in the Buckeye State losing a seat and the Republicans maintaining their advantage. A seat, good for you, I guess. Among the biggest changes, Democratic Representative Emilia Sykes will be drawn into a slightly more favorable northeast Ohio district, although it will still be competitive, very competitive. Well, here's the thing. The idea was we were supposed to wipe her out. This is how easy it is. Let's see. I wish we could make this map bigger. Okay, maybe there's a PDF file we can download. Okay, yes. So this is, let's see if I can zoom in. Can I zoom? Okay, perfect. All right, so yes, you have this map. Here's Emilia Sykes' district. District 13. This is Stack County. All you need to do is, maybe it's difficult or somewhat, divide Summit County with District 14 and District 7. Split it. Or, heck, give it some to Cuyahoga County. I don't care. You leave this part behind, okay? And maybe add a little bit of District 6. Just with adding Carroll County, Columbiana County. Heck, put back Monoman County back in, because it's now conservative. And maybe Tuscarawas County, Wayne County, and there you go! You get a new district. I get it. It's hard for me to not draw the borders, but realistically, it has to match the census population. So you can't just add 6 counties to make a giant blob and say it's now District 6. No, it has to remain the same amount of people. That's difficult, but come on. You did so good in Texas. So good. You took, let's see. Go back to 2020. We can go over here, 26. Okay, yes. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Take a look at Texas. You took a area. I'm looking at specifically district. I know I'm losing train of thought because I want to make sure I'm getting the right district in the district I want to talk about. But it's that Dallas district, if those of you who are unaware. It's that Dallas district. You took this district. Bring it down. Texas. Dallas. Okay, yes. District 32. It used to be like right here, solid Democrat. All you did was made up for all that dense population by just moving it to the right, thousands of miles to the right, to the east of the state, covering a little blob here. There you go. Very simple, very easy. Maybe it's Texas. It's just too big. Blah, 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 blah. I come up with the stupid excuses. I don't care. It can be done. Democrats did it in Illinois. You should do it here. But no, you came up with this map. District 13. You have this part of the district. All you needed to do was put parts of Carroll County, Tuscarawas County, Wayne County. I don't care. Put some there. Split this up with 14, 7, and 11. And heck, maybe take parts of District 5. I don't know how you would do it with District 5. You find a way. You're smart people. You got elected. You guys can do it. You're not dumb. But no, because it's all about the paycheck, not about actually winning, they come up with this dumb map. Leaving the Democratic county, Summit County, which is... Okay, yeah, actually, hang on. I think I'm wrong about this. This is the proposed map. Yeah, this is dumb. You just have Summit County. This is a Democrat county. No attempt to take more of the more liberal areas out and put it into District 7 or put it into District 14. That would have been the smartest thing. No attempt. Leave the deep blue areas of Summit County in the district. And, we'll just add parts of Portage and Stark. There we go. No, this is part of what ruined it. You ruined this map. District 1? Yeah, it's a little bit more favorable compared to District 2. District 13, don't get me started. But, I mean, realistically, I kind of expected them not to pick up District 1 because we know how incompetent the GOP of Ohio is. But I didn't know they were this incompetent that they skipped a swing seat, which really we almost picked up. Let's see if we can pull up that map. We almost picked up that seat, 2.2. And they'll probably say, you could do it again. And no! We can do it again, yes. But if you were a competent GOP, you would have added this seat. You would have done the most simplest thing. And just put a little bit more rural areas in here. But because you're lazy, because you're so dense and dumb, you care about your stupid paycheck, you come up with this bogus map. Just stupid. Maybe you could get away with District 1. To be honest, I don't understand how hard it is to just take Cincinnati and just Utah that district up. How hard? They did this on purpose. Because they're trying to make up with Democrats. And there is no reason to make up with them. There is no reason. Because, number one, this was a democratically elected proposition, a democratically enacted proposition. Voters endorsed this. Voters supported this. Number two, they're going to cry about it anyway because they think voters are dumb. They'll think this is like Ohio, this is like Missouri and North Carolina, and Texas and something like that. They'll think it's that. So they'll boo-hoo, whine, and cry, hoping that voters will think that this is just another Republican gerrymander. B, they aren't going to make up with you. Do you think they're going to thank you for this map? Sure, they'll vote for it. I can't imagine this map not passing. This is very likely going to be your map, guys. But let's be honest. This is such a disappointment. I might as well just say, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. Just go and pick another state to gerrymander. Because as far as I'm concerned, the GOP of Ohio blew it big time. Choose another state. For sure, we're going to be redistricting in Indiana. But don't get your hearts and minds set on Indiana. Because, probably weak GOP, if not even worse. You got Mike Braun. You got the previous governor, just weak governors in general, and do not come out and expect. You know what? I can't even say that the district in Indiana, the Venable district in this case, would even go our way. District 1. Yeah, I can't even say that with 100% fact. Because we know how dense and dumb these people are. We know them. They are that incompetent. So, anyway, what do you guys think in regards to this video? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.